What if Flame Sagittarrio evolved into an attack type during the second season of Beyblade? Back in the day when Flame Sagittarrio first released, when they first saw the Claw 145 spin track, a lot of them thought it would be a really good attack type. Just like in the anime, they thought that the blades would be able to do a lot of damage to the opposing Beyblades. And to be fair, I would have thought the same thing. So now, let's get started by changing the fusion wheel. We're going to be exchanging the flame wheel for the forbidden wheel. The forbidden fusion wheel is extremely similar to the flame wheel with different features. Comparing both wheels, flame is extremely smooth, but the forbidden wheel is much more rigid, which increases its attack power. Both fusion wheels has a raised base that are also visually similar. I want to keep this evolution as similar to the original one, so I think forbidden would be the best option for an attack type fusion wheel. We're going to be keeping the same spin track as it's the main feature on Sagittario. Statistically, it's really good for defense as it can block against low height attackers. But thematically, it would be cool if it was able to be used as another layer of attack. And for the tip, we had two options between flat and semi-flat, but there were just some minor issues with both. For the flat tip, it was a bit too aggressive for my liking, as I wanted Sagittario to keep a tiny portion of its stamina stat. This is how the regular Flame Sagittarrio looks like with the flat tip, a little bit too aggressive. For the semi-flat tip, it just wasn't aggressive enough. It was a bit too passive in my opinion to be an attack type. And here's the regular Flame Sagittarrio with the semi-flat tip. It's just a bit too slow for my liking. But there's actually a tip that fits both criterias, introducing Blade Semi-Flat. This tip is a bit wider than semi-flat, but not as wide as a regular flat tip. It's the perfect in-between where it can provide aggressive movements without sacrificing its stamina. And here's how the movement looks like when you put it on Flame Sagittarrio. It's less aggressive than the flat tip, but it's more aggressive than the semi-flat tip. Now let's assemble the final product of our attack type evolution of Flame Sagittarrio. Introducing Forbidden Sagittarrio C145 BSF. I overall really like the name Forbidden Sagittarrio. Since the Forbidden Fusion Wheel's layer is actually raised from the base, the Claw 145 spin track should be able to get some hits onto other Beyblades. The only main problem I see with this combo is that it might be a bit too tall, which could lead it to having some balance issues. So now to test whether this attack type evolution is good, we're going to be putting it against 5 levels of Beyblade battles. First being Rock Leone, a defense type Beyblade that actually has some aggressive movements. Level 2 will be against Earth Eagle, a balanced type Beyblade which in my opinion has a lot more defensive capabilities than Rock Leone. Level 3 will be against Rock Orso with a rubber semi-flat tip, an extremely oppressive defense type Beyblade mainly because of the rubber tip. Level 4 will be against our latest evolution Beyblade, Ultimate Gravity Destroyer, also an extremely oppressive defense type Beyblade with high attack stats as well. Level 5 will be against the original Flame Sagittarrio. Can you really call this an upgrade if it can't beat its previous form? Well, let's start the battles and find out. This match will be a best of 3. First battle, and we already got a huge collision that resulted in a tie. Rock Leone starts off the match with a great knockout, and now the score is 0-1. Sagittario hits back, and now the score is tied at the 1-1 scoreline. Rock Leone gets a really good 2-hit knockout, and now let's check out the replay. Sagittario couldn't beat the first level, but it still has 4 to go, so as long as it can beat 3 out of the 5, it technically passes. For the second level, we also have a best of 3 against Earth Eagle. That took Sagittario 5 consecutive hits to get that knockout, and now the score is 1-0. Eagle gets a really great hit from below, and now the score is tied 1-1. That was a hit I've never seen a Beyblade react to before. We need to see this replay. Sagittario comes from behind, hits Eagle. Eagle runs around the stadium, hits a wall, and gets knocked out. Earth Eagle put up a great fight against Sagittario, but Sagittario passes level 2, and now let's see how it does against level 3. Let's see if Sagittario can break through the defense of Rock Orso. This match will also be a best of 3. Rock Orso's defense was too good for Sagittario, and now the score is 0-1. This battle was perfectly played by Rock Orso. Let's check out the replay and analyze it. Watch how Rock Orso is completely brushing off these attacks by Sagittario, and look how it's completely following Sagittario wherever it goes, blocking it from getting away. Then it goes right behind Sagittario, getting that one knockout it needs to take the win. I think I found the perfect counter to the Forbidden Fusion Wheel, which is the Rock Fusion Wheel. This Beyblade just played it perfectly. Level 4 will be a best of 5 against our latest evolution, Ultimate Gravity Destroyer, an extremely good defense type with good attack capabilities as well. Huge hit from both of these Beyblade, but Sagittario takes the win with the score 1-0. Honestly, the beginning of this battle was probably one of the coolest battles I've seen in a while, but Gravity Destroyer takes the win and now the score is 1-1. Destroyer casually throws Sagittario out and now the score is 1-2. Sagittario is just completely not giving up and now the score is tied with the 2-2 scoreline. That hit made Sagittario fly across the stadium, but Sagittario now takes the win with a 3-2 scoreline. The scoreline overall between the 4 levels is 2-2. Destroyer did its best and showcased some high-level battles, but now on to the final level. Here we have the final level against Flame Sagittarrio. To differentiate both of these Beyblades, Forbidden Sagittarrio will be using the Flash Sagittarrio Energy Ring. This match will also be conducted onto a best of 5, so let's see which Sagittarrio takes it all. Forbidden Sagittarrio takes the first round with the 1-0 scoreline. That interaction was absolutely insane, and now the score is 2-0 for Forbidden Sagittarrio. Looks like Flame Sagittarrio is not giving up without a fight. The Claw 145 spin track showcased its value in this battle and got Flame Sagittarrio its first win, and now the score is 2-1. Forbidden Sagittarrio gets the final knockout it needed to win, and overall within the 5 levels, Sagittarrio passed 3 of them, which is a passing score. Overall, I think this upgrade was quite decent for an attack type variant of Sagittario. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what other type of Beyblades I should do as well.